G'day everybody, today I'm making a video on marking lambs. So behind me we've got our White Suffolk lambs in at the moment and they're ready to be marked. They're just at the right size for us. So I'm going to run through, this video is basically for people who don't know or don't understand what marking lambs is all about, but we'll run through the whole process of what we do when we mark a lamb, and it'll be a pretty quick video I think. So give us a minute, we'll probably have to draft these lambs off from the ewes, and once we're all set up and ready to go, we'll come back to you and we'll start explaining exactly how we do it and what we do when we do it. Alright, we've started marking the lambs. We've done a few already. We've got what will be a wether in a minute up here on our little cradle waiting to go. So I'll give you over to Dad and he can give a bit of an explanation as to why we do it and how we do it. So yeah, I'll give you over to him.
Yeah, g'day viewers. We're marking lambs today, the White Suffolk lambs. Nice little fellas, they'll grow out hopefully. So anyway, what we're doing, we give them a drench to kill any parasites and stop any internal diseases that might occur. With the lush green feed that's around now, it can cause problems. And then we give them a vaccination for the same reason. There's 5, 6 or 7 different bloody symptoms they can get, which a needle will help stop. And then of course this bloke's a boy, so we'll put a lastrator ring around his testicles and they will fall off in time, because we don't want a heap of ram lambs. And then we cut the tail off with the gas knife over there, and that sears it off and stops the bleeding. Back in the old days they put a ring around that too, but it does take a while to come off. And by the time we do all that, they oh yeah, and then mother puts a tag in one of their ears just for identification purposes, and when they go up to market, because these little blokes will be sold later on when they get a bit bigger, and because they're a fat lamb. We cut the tail off basically because it's a presentation thing and it stops them from getting dirty around their backsides, because if they get into messy conditions, the tail gets all dirty and shitty and whatever. So we normally cut it off roughly about that long, and yeah, that's about it.
Alright, so now we've sort of given you an explanation as to why it's done and what we do. Now we'll just show you exactly what happens, and yeah, this will probably be the only one we'll do, but that I'll show anyway, just to keep the sort of short and whatever. So yeah, we'll just get into it.
This is the drench we give them. Unfortunately I went to get our proper drench gun, but there was a hole in the hose, so we've had to come up with this little invention. So we've done the drench.
Now we're putting a ring around the balls so they drop off
In time.
Got to find them first. Good. Oops.
So yeah, as you can see, well you probably can't see, but there's a ring right around there, cuts off the circulation and they'll drop off after time. So now we vaccinate them as well.
Just like getting the coronavirus jab, doesn't hurt anyone.
And an electronic tag, so it can be identified.
Then we've got the gas knife here, which is a heated knife basically that clamps between there and the tail goes in there and cuts it off and sears it at the same time. So what we do is we're going about 1.5 inches down and feel for the joint in their tail, one of the joints in the bone, and then we just put the knife. Easy as that. And yeah, it's done. That's pretty much it. But usually it's faster, obviously we're explaining as we go, so that's pretty much the process that we do. Some people probably do it differently, but that's how we go about doing it. And yeah, that's basically it. So we'll do the rest of them, and then that'll be all the White Suffolk lambs marked, and yeah, they can go back out. Alright, so we just finished marking all the lambs, so they're all sorted out. We'll leave them hanging around here in the yards for a bit so they can just have a little bit of a rest and yeah, sort of recover a little bit. So yeah, that's the White Suffolk done. We still have to do all the Dohne ones, but that won't be for a little while yet because we're still waiting for them all to finish lambing. They should be just about done, but they're just, yeah, not quite ready. So yeah, that's these ones done, and when they'll go back out into their paddock a little bit later today. So we'll wrap this video up here. We'll keep it nice and short. Hope you all found it interesting. Hope for people who hadn't much experience with this sort of thing, you've learnt something and whatever. So we'll wrap it up there. You know the drill. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right.